ఇంట్లో ఒక్కరు కూడా మీ చెల్లె నువ్వు మీ అమ్మ పెట్టుకోవాలి అలా ఒకటి చెప్ప అన్నారు అది బాగుంది
ఏంటిది చెప్పేది
ఎవరి కుటుంబాలు వాళ్ళ కథ ఉంటే నేను తీస్తే మన పిల్లలు అన్న వాడు వేస్ట్ వాడు వాడు ఒక ఊర్లో ఈ చక్రవర్తి గడవడు ఉప్పు తమ్ముడు
the link must be there.
అందరు అబ్జర్వేషన్ చేసిన కాబట్టి చెప్తాను చిన్న బాబు తెలుసా నీకు
Class. But you have to register yourself. Otherwise, you can't compensation.
చిన్న ఒక 10 నిమిషాలు మీటింగ్ ఈయన సైడ్ కూర్చొని ఉంటా అవతల కూర్చుంటా జూమ్ మీటింగ్ ఫ్లాట్ పడగొట్టాలి మళ్ళీ ఫ్లాట్ పడాలా
Ram Mohan Nam.
Good morning, sir. Sir, girls is still joining. We'll wait for 5 minutes, sir. Please.
ఓకే ఓకే
Good afternoon.
Sir, shall we start?
Yeah. We can start, no problem. 86 people are there, quite a good strength. నేను స్టార్ట్ చేయనమ్మా, ఎవరన్నా ముందు ఏదైనా మాట్లాడతారా ఇంట్రొడక్షన్?
Sir, I'll start. I believe that through knowledge and discipline, financial peace is possible for all of us, as quoted by Dave Ramsey. Good afternoon, everyone. I, Geeta, from Department of MCOM, on behalf of our management, principal, vice principal, staff, take the opportunity of welcoming you all to the webinar on financial discipline in life. No money, no life. As human beings, we are not expected to know the nitty-gritty of financial management. If you don't have a financial plan in place, it's hard to discipline about how you spend your money in your life. So, financial discipline is help people to manage earnings, savings, and expenditures, and also help people to become independent and self-reliant. So today we have amongst us a very distinguished speaker, Mr. Ramohan Garu, who is going to help you in creating awareness on financial discipline. Now I'll hand over platform to our HOD Manisha ma'am to introduce our today's speaker.
Thank you, Geeta. A very good afternoon to the faculty, students, and our honorable guest for the day, Mr. N. Ramohan Garu. It is my proud privilege to introduce
Ma'am, you are in mute.
Sir is highly qualified with MBA from IPE Hyderabad, MS in Counseling and Psychotherapy from Institute for Psychotherapy and Management Sciences, Mumbai. PG Diploma in Translation Studies in Hindi from University of Hyderabad. PG Diploma in Television Production from University of Hyderabad. Advanced Diploma in Professional Translation, English Telugu from Central Institute of English and Foreign Languages. Certificate course in Devotional Studies at Research Foundation for Devotional Literary Studies, OU. NSDL certification in Depository Operations from NSDL Mumbai. Sir has to his credit faculty experience of 4 years in Indian Bank training system, of which 2 years at Corporate Training College, Chennai, and 2 years as faculty in charge at Staff Training Center, Vijayawada. Worked across cities like Kolkata, Mumbai, and Chennai. Delivered guest lectures for National Housing Bank, Vignan University, AP Productivity Council, Andhra Bank, in colleges for MBA students, it is really an honor for us to be amongst us, sir. Hand over the platform to sir.
Thank you. Good afternoon, all the participants.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, sir.
Very good afternoon, each and every one. As you might have noticed from my introduction that I am comfortable with 3 languages. That I say D languages. MA English students are also here, along with the post-graduation in maths, statistics, computer science, commerce. D, THED, it's a definite article as per English grammar. My D stands for Telugu, my mother tongue, Hindi, our national language, and English, international language. I also keep promoting every Indian to learn. When I say Telugu, this is my mother tongue, but anybody's mother tongue one should know. So mother tongue, Hindi, English, 3 languages.
అమ్మమ్మ ఏం చేస్తోంది నీ కామ్లో
2 more languages. What I advocate always is one is Sanskritam. Coordinators may kindly mute everyone.
చేస్తుంది నీకు అమ్మమ్మ ఇవాళ గహన్ పొట్ట ఆకలిస్తుంది ఇంటికెళ్ళి పోతాతో ఇచ్చుకుని
I request everybody to mute yourselves. Please mute.
2 more languages I keep advocating. One is Sanskritam, the very oriental language across the world. And the other language is the local language wherever we are for time being residing. If we are in Germany, we need to know German language. If we are in Japan, Japanese language. If we are in Maharashtra, Marathi, like that. That is the language part of it. It is also equally important in the sense that language is a medium of expression. So unless you have a lot of, even if you have a lot of knowledge, if you miss on words, appropriate words suited to the context and occasion to express the knowledge which one is having in himself or herself, it will not be used to, will be useful to the seekers of the knowledge. Some people have oratory skills, some people have writing skills. So when you cannot speak, we can write also. That way people write books. Coming to the subject proper, today's topic, financial discipline in life. Fiddle, F-I-D-I-L, I put that way. Fiddle is a violin. Fiddle spelling is different, but my spelling of my acronym F-I-D-I-L, financial discipline in life. Added to that, also, no money, no life. No life means we will be living. Being alive is different thing. Being lively is another thing. All of us, we need to be, throughout our life, we need to be lively, very lively, like a current wire, in the positive sense. In the positive sense, we need to be very strong, energetic throughout our life. Then, you are all postgraduate students, either in first year or second year. So by any approximation, common sense, you are all majors. You have all of you have crossed your minority. What difference will it make when you have crossed your age of minority, which is 18 years in India, almost in most of the country, that could be the number. What do you think? What difference it brings to you when you cross your age of minority and enter into your majority? All of you, I expect you to have a notebook or a scribbling pad like this and a pen, and kindly note down not all the things I say, but whatever is interesting to whomever, kindly make a note of it. This is one thing. And coming back to when we say financial discipline, basically what is a discipline? We need to have, as a human being, we need to have a lot of disciplines. For example, time discipline we need to have. Sleep discipline we need to have. What is the right time to go to bed? What is the right time to get up in the morning? During your studentship, during your employment stage, during your motherhood. Since here most of the participants are women, girls, when you get married and become a mother, the responsibilities, the shift of responsibilities from the phase of age, from when we shift from one phase and stage of life to another, there will be a little shift in the responsibilities also. And accordingly, we have to position and reposition ourselves. Broadly speaking, the various phases of life, I put it in my own acronym. I am little fond of making acronyms, my own private acronyms. 0 to 5 years in life, which you and I already passed through. I represent by a word OFT, oft, which is a short for often, OFT. In OFT, the ages from 1 to 5 are represented. 0, O for 0, O for 1, T for 2 and 3, F for 4 and 5. This is a very blissful age for the child, whether male or female. Parents enjoy with the children. Children also enjoy. How the children is enjoying, the parent may not know. That is why we have separate branches of study like child psychology, even infant psychology, adult psychology, and like that. These are only approximations. It is rather very difficult, next to impossible, to find out what is hidden in the mind of the other person. Most of the time, we do not sufficiently understand ourselves. Kindly check for yourself whether you understand yourself fully. So there are various disciplines, so many disciplines we have to follow in life to come up in life and be happy all through. And one such important discipline is the financial discipline. And how long should be disciplined? You need to be disciplined throughout your life till you breathe your last. I'll come back to this age concept, 0 to 5 years. And the next stage of life, I put it as a nest, N-E-S-T, nest of the bird. We say nest is a word. Here I represent the ages from S for 6 and 7, E for 8, 9 for 9, T for 10, E for 11, T again for 12. So this is the age which I represent from the age 6 to 12. Here, the child, if you look back to your childhood and check back, the child, irrespective of gender, will be slowly trying to understanding himself and helping himself. This is the phase of life, 6 to 12 years. And the child is not fully dependent on the parents or adults, but partly dependent. Then comes the teenage. Normally, adolescent also comes here, which is represented by teens. We say 13, all the age group that ends with the last alphabets. Teens, T-E-N, right from 13 to 19. And just before, at the penultimate stage at the age of 18, once we complete the age of 18 and enter 19, we become majors legally. That is why I was putting it to question that since you are all majors very recently, maybe a couple of years back, what observance you have made, the change you have made when you were minor and when no longer you are a minor. I put in a way that, to my understanding, at the age of 18, when we legally become majors, we take charge of our life. We are mostly independent. And we look to our parents. One should look, a major should look to their parents only as a guide, a external guidance and assistance. And you need to manage your life. One component of management of life is the monetary management or the financial management. Control is an additional word, which is a subset of management. Control is a part of the management. And now, if we reverse this age 18, we get 81. You subtract 18 from 81, you get 63 years of life. That is clear 6 decades. Assuming that we are all very healthy up to the age of 81, both physically and mentally. And that is not impossible, maybe a little difficult if we are health conscious, both physical and mental health conscious. So 60 years of time is there ahead of you people who are listening to this session, and you can plan, and whatever you plan, you can achieve. I have some set of questions here, around 7-8 questions. I will just read out. Kindly take a note of these questions in the shortest form possible to you. These questions may prompt you to put me additional or subsequent questions. It may give you a clue to you to put further questions during our question answer session when I stop my lecturing at 2:30 sharp. From 2:30 to 3, the floor is open to you to put any question relating to life, more particularly money. How we need to deal with the money, or very broadly we say finance in life. My questions are there. All of you must be having a bank account. If anybody is not having a bank account, kindly make a note of it. And all of you must be having a smart mobile with sufficient Wi-Fi and data. I am carefully using the words sufficiently. And your mobile is fully charged all the time. Oh, charge is over. No such lame excuses, LE. Never seek excuse in life. That is one discipline. Leave alone lame excuse. Then, do you make any part-time jobs being a student? Even if you are need of finance or not, to give you a confidence, instill a financial confidence in you that, yes, I can earn my pocket money for myself, whatever it is. Maybe few hundreds or few thousands per month. Your parents may be readily agreeable and happy to provide you that. But can you make out on your own? What part-time job along with your studentship you can do? Most strikingly, you can take up tuitions online or offline and make your money. So that puts you in a, what you call, a sort of financial knowledge information. Oh, if you earn something, money on your own, at the earliest point of time in life, the amount of your financial confidence that inheritance you, that comes to you, will be very great. And there are certain easy jobs without sacrificing your study hours, you can do. Then, How much monthly pocket expenses unbudgeted? Whatever is budgeted is provided by your parents, but for your discretionary spend, how much pocket money per month you require? Kindly answer these questions in your notebook. At the end, we will discuss that. Are you in the habit of writing your own diary? Yes or no? If no, start right from today. Go to the market, purchase a New Year 2022 diary or a executive notebook or whatever. Mark the date and make it a habit to write a diary. I will explain you the benefits of writing it, including the money aspect of it in that. The importance of daily writing. Then, do you read newspapers on a regular basis without any break? That is 7 days a week. No Sunday, no Monday for newspaper reading. Out of these newspapers, there are two types of newspapers, in my opinion. One is normal newspapers, which provide us the various general news. That is important. And then there are set of financial newspapers like Financial Express, Economics Express, like that. That you need to know to understand the economy of the world, economy of our India, and various sectors in the industrial sectors within the economy. Vis-a-vis, where do you fit into that? For this, newspaper writing is an important thing. And when you read a newspaper, it is not simply reading it. You need to keep a notebook and pen again with you. And on very important news, certain information given in the newspaper is worth preserving it for years and years. Though many of the things are just for the day, few things are for a permanent consumption. Those things you make a note of it. And then every year, Government of India presents the budget. This is UB, Union Budget. The size of the budget is approximately 30 lakh crores or something like that, whatever is the 30 lakh crores approximately. And that document on the budget announcement day, whatever is that document, either in digital mode or physical mode, you need to preserve that copy till the next budget is announced. And you need to compare the changes in the previous budget and the current budget. Then only you may have to discard the old this one. There's no need to discard. Still, you can preserve the earlier copies of the budget. Your financial knowledge goes up like anything. Kindly check whether you are doing all these things, which I've been just sharing with you. Then, all of you, if not most of you, must be observing your birthdays, Janmadin. How do you observe your birthday? The way you spend your time on your birthday is little more significant than the way how you spend your time on other 364 days of the year. This kindly make a note. And we all human beings live by certain values, value system. We have personal values, family values, national values. Kindly list 5 of your personal your personal values in order of importance, not more than 5 for time being, which you subscribe to and follow them at any cost. Then, when did you make your SWOT analysis, SWOT? Most of you must be knowing your strengths, your weakness, your opportunities, your threats. When did you last do it? Do you have the document on hand? And do you upgrade it every year? Because there could be changes in it, upgradations in it, both positive and negative changes in it. Are you updating it? One. Then, since we are talking about the financial matters, financial discipline and the earnings and all, kindly make a note. How much money you require? Money is of two types. One is solid money. We don't say solid money, we say wealth. Or we say fixed assets in the form of land, building, fixed deposits, whatever. And a liquid money, we say the bank balance or the cash balance or the jewelry that we have, gold we have, which can be quickly can be converted into cash at very short notice within 24 hours, within the same day. So that way we say fixed assets and that way we say classify assets into fixed assets and liquid assets. Then I will come back to our these things. No money, no life. You are going in a city bus. You started from your home. I am just giving an example. Or you are going to board a metro. You forgot your metro card at home, though you have the metro card. Or though you have a bus pass, you forgot it in your room. And you forgot to pick up your money purse. What will you do? Can you continue your journey? No. If by any chance, if your friend is also traveling and he also boarded the bus or the metro in the same station, you can borrow some 100 rupees also from him and return to him. Otherwise, you have to come back again. So no money, no mercy in the market. I introduce one more acronym, SMS. We use it, acronym as a short messaging system. But my SMS is different. When I say yes, it is a society, basically. You, me, everything. A small society, we say community. A larger society, we say society. And then M is market. And the third S is state. State means government. Whether it is state government or central government, ultimately government. Out of the society, a part of the society is carved into a market in the sense they are the players in the market, other people are the consumers in the market. Now, it should be a conscious decision to be a market player or market observers. Many people observe. Some people do not observe. There is a different question. But many people observe, but do not play. They do not participate. They limit their participation to the extent of observing the market of society, how it is going on. Just they see, may feel for it, enjoy or do not enjoy, but they do not participate. So that is the difference between the society and the market. When you are able to, society has got some what you call a sort of sympathy, empathy, or mercy against the poor. Zoom participants, we were talking about the discipline. There is a Zoom discipline. There is a Zoom discipline that everyone needs to check that they are remaining muted so that it is not an hindrance to the speaker as well as the other listener. This is a basic discipline in life. I say in short again, BDM. Whenever there is a disturbance, I take a little few seconds pause till that they mute themselves because there's no point in making a voice amidst the noise. Voice, noise, there is a huge difference. Anyway, when we participate in Zoom, we should understand when we detract the speaker, he or she may lose the track of what he or she is speaking. Anyway, no life, no money. Money is an important thing that I was telling, that if you enter the market, if you don't have money, nobody will give you anything. You have to all the way go back home and give the money. That is one thing. And then two important words. There are certain key financial words. One is cash, or we say currency. The other is credit. We buy certain commodities, articles on credit, provided the seller in the market. Who are there? The market participants. What I was sharing with you, that word. There are sellers in the market. Before the seller, there are manufacturers who manufacture the goods. There are producers. Producers mean not film producers. I mean agricultural commodity producers, agri producers, and industrial manufacturers. They manufacture or produce the commodities or the goods, and they sell it to the wholesalers. The seller will sell in the market to the buyers. This is the market mechanism that we see day in, day out. All of you know it. But in society, what happens? Many people do not observe very keenly what is going on around themselves. Those who observe keenly, they only stand to benefit in life. We need to be a keen observer, KO in short, in life. After observing, we have to absorb A, B, SO, or B, whatever things are suited, in which we are interested. Those things we need to absorb. Observe before you absorb. And other things you need to leave as it is. So cash and credit, these are the two ways of transactions. And then in economy, we use the words demand and supply. This is not only for goods, even for the people, good professionals, there is a demand. But whether there is sufficient supply of them into the society is another question. So the ways of awesome. Awesome is a word. I put it as a acronym.
Sishan! Kara, oi.
All are PG students. Most of thank you. Most of the participants, beneficiaries for that matter, are the post-graduation first or second year students. So beyond this, I don't say anything. Awesome. AWSOME. I use it as a, I also put AWE, or the E I use 2 times, whatever. Awesome is a word. But awesome I use as an acronym. Ways of earning and spending money. We need to know the ways of earning and money. When we earn money, what is the purpose of earning money? We should know. Before that, we also should know what is the purpose of life. There is a common purpose of life for every human being is one thing. That is only maybe a 30-40% of it, or maybe 50-50 if you take 50%. But the other is a particular purpose which a person has to define for himself, set a purpose in your life. As a part of your SWOT, which I was coining, telling a while before, not coining, it is already a coined word. Did you set a purpose for your life? Basically, if not, you set one. And how do you set a purpose for your life? Based on your SWOT only. And as an extension of SWOT, you should also know your CAL call, another acronym, your capabilities and limitations. Each person has a capability. Know your capabilities. But that is subject to limitations. There are certain internal and external limitations to each of the persons, which normally otherwise we say constraints and restraints. Constraints from external, restraints on your own. Some people are shy, so they restrain themselves from public speaking or talking to others. By not talking to others, you may miss some information. So you need to come out of that. You need to acquire certain qualities which you miss in your life. And if you have certain wrong or the unwanted or the bad qualities, you need to shed them. So the shedding and acquiring of the qualities from the time to time also should continue throughout your life. Life is nothing but, it's only a relationship. And when it comes to earning money, also it is only through relationship. For a better relationship, you require better communication skills, whether written or spoken, whatever. You should have both of them. You should know as a SWOT analysis where you stand with respect to your communication skill and go on enhancing them. Rapport building. For that only, I was telling that daily you should read newspaper. Daily, at least you should interact with one or two people. With your co-traveler while journeying in a local vehicle, or when you are doing a flight journey or a outstation train journey with the co-passengers. But at the same time, acquaintances, okay, we know about the other person. But when you are dealing for the first times with the new people, unfamiliar people, or we say strangers, you need to be very careful, step by step, only with the minimum shareable information. I use the words very consciously. Only publicly shareable information, that too in a very dose, like COVID 1, 2, and additional booster dose. Step by step, you should release to a stranger. You should not keep open doors of your all entire information. So some people have a tendency to burst out or to what you call unload lots of information related to them. That is not a good quality. That's what I'm telling you. You should have some restraints. What to hold, what not to hold, what to hold and what to release. Then coming back to earning money, I use another acronym, SHE. She. Most of you are men here, appropriately applies to you. But in she, there is also he, the other gender, like me. She I take is an acronym. And when you complete your post-graduation, you have a scope to go for further higher studies in the form of PhD. MPhil is removed now. New education policy, I do not know how many of you gone through the document. There is a 66-page document, New Education Policy 2020, released by the Government of India, and is selected for implementation. Some of the states have started implementing also in a small way. Now MPhil is done away with. Straight away you can do PhD, during which you get a reasonable stipend also for a minimum living. In life, we should practice simple living. What is simple living? Minimalist, we say, with the minimum money beyond which I cannot, without which I cannot live, that much money should be enough, even if I have crores of money with you. That is a minimalist way of living or a simple way of living. This does not mean that you should stop earning. You earn. Whatever you need for yourself, you keep. Rest you spend, again, for the betterment of the society. Most of you must be Telugu people here, though I keep continue speaking in English, which is a standard, the benchmark communication language. There were two movies in Telugu, Money 1 and Money 2. Why I'm quoting that here means the importance of the money which the producers or the director thought that they can make a movie on it. And there were two, sequel of it is, meaning two parts it was done. Similarly, in world, there were two, one Telugu movie by name Lakshadhikari, Lakh here, and the other Koteshwarudu is a Tamil movie, Karodpati. So point is that how much money we need. The money I need may be different from the money you need. And how do we make money? Once you complete your education, the highest of level of education, I should congratulate you, all of you here, to have entered into PG, because in our India, in our country, Mera Bharat Mahan, either in a plain way or a sarcastic way, there are school dropout rate. People drop out at the school at various levels, 5th class, 6th class, despite the right to free and compulsory education act, which provides that free and compulsory education up to the age of 14, that is up to class 8 is there. But even that dropout rate is more in 10th class, inter, whatever degree. So only in a pyramid structure, very few people reach this PG level, and you need to pat yourself for this, and also thank your parents for cooperating you, particularly girls. The parents are cooperating you to make postgraduate qualified, and you can go do your PhD and PDF, postdoctoral fellowship. So earning money through knowledge. Now this is a knowledge-based society we have. KBS or IBS, not Emily bus stand, information-based society. Whoever is having the information at the first sight or forehand, before others have the same information, he stands to gain, provided he is able to put the information into practical use and make money out of it. You may have some ideas. Kindly write another 4 or 5 ideas for whatever tasks I have given you to make a note. Do you have any brilliant idea? IB in short. Acronym, I make my own order. I come from right to left also. Do you have any brilliant idea to make money? If so, you can have patent, register a patent for it. You must be knowing IPR, intellectual property rights. All this information, through academics, you get some of the information, but most of the information you will get only by a daily newspaper reading of 2 types. One general, the other financial newspapers, you get this. And then there are certain important websites which you must, you kindly check these things also, whether you are visiting these websites sometime now and then. One is a CMIE. What is CMIE? Center for Monitoring Indian Economy. CMIE, in short, Center for Monitoring Indian Economy. And then we have this NITI, N-I-T-I, NITI Ayog. NITI is a acronym, abbreviation. What is the full form of NITI? National Institution for Transformation of India. National Institution for Transformation of India. You read, go there, their website, and find out some information. Similarly, we have Indian Statistical Organization. When it comes to money, banking, Reserve Bank of India website, and the website of the bank in which you have an account, go to customer corner. Lot of information is displayed there. And there are certain financial development institutes like NABARD, NABRD, in short, National Bank for Agriculture and Rural Development. When I say rural, in any country, more particularly in India, the economy is divided into 2 things, 2 ways, rural economy and urban economy. Now in rural India is also progressing economically like never before. Many companies, now they are focusing their eyes on rural economy. There is a scheme which was started by late President of India, Abdul Kalam, PURA, some of you may be knowing, providing urban facilities in rural areas. This is to, the view is to stop the migration from rural to urban areas in search of employment, and if possible to have some reverse migration. During the days of COVID, in the last 2 years, lot of reverse migration from urban centers to their respective home villages, home places has taken place. When sufficient infrastructure, whatever is available in the urban areas is also made in rural areas, probably there need not be any. And mind you, I am of the opinion that even after the vanishing of the COVID, we are all accustomed to online working during these 2 years. Even if the COVID disappears, whatever work we can do online, we should do online only, being at our home and not wasting time on travel, journey, and cost, energy, everything. So I think the entire way of doing business also may take a reshape, which we will be able to practically witness maybe in another 1 year or so. So the effect of good, bad part we have seen, effect of the good of COVID on the change of the thinking of the society. So rural economy, this I was telling. I was talking about the she. She in the sense, once we complete the education, you have an option. You can be an employee, E for employee, a paid employee, we say. We need not say pay, employee. Employee does not work without any payment, is not a voluntary worker. One is employment. When I say when employee, there is a very large cross-section of the society. If we do, we have daily wage workers, daily wage earners. In short, I say DEW. Do is again a word. I use it for daily wage earners. And we have salaried income group, SIG, again a short form. There are people, if you see in the localities, when you go out, people assemble every day in the morning around 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, something like that. Adda, they say. And then the small contractor will come pick up the labor to do the machinery and other sub works in the construction areas. Morning they assemble their places, they pick up, and they are paid wages on daily basis, sometimes on a weekly basis. This is one class. And when I say this worker, basically all human beings, we are workers, basically, right from to the lowest scavenger. Now no more scavenging, for your information. All manual scavenging is done away with by government of India. And in most of the homes, people clean their own toilets, except in public toilets. And that too, no night soil, other things, those lots you must be knowing, I think, no more that system. Now, at the most, at the lowest, we have only sweeper category, those who will sweep or clean the premises of the system. Right from the sweeper to the CEO of the company, everyone is a worker. And the workers are divided into certain categories. I say unskilled worker. He has no skill at all. He will do physical work. Remove some article from here, he will place it there, like sweepers, they will just sweep dust, this thing, unskilled worker. Then we have semi-skilled workers. They know something, some skill is there. They can operate a small machine. With the help of the machine, they can do work. That we say semi-skilled. And then the next level, we have a skilled level with some ITI certification or only work experience, WE, work experience. They have some acquired some skill. This is one category of the people. So unskilled, semi-skilled, skilled, and then we have super skilled people also. Or we say sometimes experts, super skilled. Or sometimes we say expert, sometimes we say subject matter expert mathematician. Some MSc math students are here. you have a lot of demand. If you are a good teacher, people have knowledge. Out of those who have knowledge, only 20-30% are the good communicator, ability to teach. All of you know, must be knowing Mr. Ramaya, the pioneer for the IIT coaching in Hyderabad. When I say IIT coaching, the economic opportunities, they come during certain times, remain for about a decade or so, and they vanish, and the new opportunities will come. So it is for you all to watch carefully, watch and catch. I say, watch for the opportunity and catch it. Observe, spot the opportunity and grab the opportunity. Now, sometime back, what happens? A stage came where companies were not relying on the mark sheet of the students, whatever degree they does it. So what they said, they will conduct their own examination selectivity test, either for admission to a higher education or for recruitment. Mute చేసుకోండి. So when that's how this MCET system has come. Lot many coaching centers for MCET. 100 people, students, their parents toil a lot and pay the MCET fee. The beneficiaries are only 10%. But still, we should see the positive angle. When you study for a competitive, when you take coaching for a competitive examination, even if you are not selected, the amount of the time you spent on updating your knowledge will definitely be useful elsewhere. That positive things we need to have it, not only in this, everywhere also. How many of you have a thinking, future thinking to prepare for civil services? The civil services examination being conducted by UPSC, Union Public Service Commission, and state-wise state public service commissions are also there. But how many of you intend to go for UPSC? You could have started your studies right from now itself. Even if you do not crack civil service examination, the 1 or 2 years of preparation, the time you spent on acquiring a lot of knowledge about the world, India, and various selected good Pranati, all the best to you. Even if you are not selected, not on a negative note, but the amount of preparation you make it, that will be useful to you in elsewhere, in cracking other smaller examinations, then that standard. So ultimately, one need to have a vision for life, plan your life. You should set a vision for your life. And once you set a vision, you should have a plan in the paper and idea in the mind to carry out or execute your plan on the ground or on the field. This document, you should preserve it. Not a big document, maybe 1 or 2 pages. You get it laminated. And daily before you get up from the sleep, and when you go to bed, you go through it so that you are constantly reminded that this is my vision for my life. This is my plan. This is my mission. And I have to get success on an incremental basis, on a yearly basis, on a 5-yearly basis. Down, you break it on a monthly basis, on a weekly basis, on a daily basis, on a yearly basis. I was giving you some tasks, 7-8 points, questions I put you. You take one more question. What is your uptime and downtime? When we say uptime and downtime means the time you idle away without doing anything in a 24 hours cycle is the idle time. Leave the standard time for our daily activities, which you take about 2-3 hours in the morning and evening, and the sleep time of average 8 hours, you leave it. You are left with another 13 hours or so. Out of the 12 to 13 hours, you take 50% of 24 hours, 12 hours. Out of 12 hours, how much time you are idling? Make a note of it to get a consciousness into it. If it is 3 hours you are idling right now, You make it a point that you reduce gradually. Sudden may not be possible. Gradually, 3 hours to 2 hours to 1 hour to half an hour. Ultimately, you see that no time is spent without turning out something. Turning out means some productivity, production, giving out, or some seeking some input. We have only 3 factors in life, wherever you take universally. One is input. From external environment we grab, including your syllabus, everything is an input from the external environment. What is written in the book, told by your professors, lecturers, teachers, whatever, and you process according to your mind. The same text, the processing capacity of each of the individual vastly differs from person to person. You process it, and accordingly you give a much more refined output. It's not that whatever you read, whatever you listened, just like that you just send it without any value addition. You can note down this word. We need to add value to whatever we have picked up. And the added value component we have to release outside, not the same thing. What we got, we are just passing, not a postman's job, with all due respect to your postman also. I'll come back to this she. So you can be a semi-skilled, skilled, under-skilled, those things are, I told you. Then self-employed, monthly salary means you have to apply for a regular job. But if you take government of India jobs or any particular state government job or public sector undertaking jobs of central government, CPSU we say, central public sector undertaking, or SPSU we say, state public sector undertaking, put together, these jobs hardly may satisfy the requirements of about maybe, I don't have exact statistics, maybe 5% of the eligible youth to qualify for those jobs. Amidst a lot of competition. Then what is the other choice left? That is why Government of India these days, through the Department of Science and Technology, there's a department. How many of you know how many ministries are there in Government of India? And each ministry, under each ministry, how many departments are there? And under each department, how many divisions are there? How many Government of India programs are there for the benefit of the youth, the students and all? All these things you know, provided you reduce your downtime and enhance your uptime, and you are during your non-academic hours, since you are students. Academics is the regular study is your core job. But whatever 2-3 hours you take some time and go through the websites, what I am telling, you will get to know a lot of bundles of information. In fact, there is a lot of information overload these days. Those who take that much of information, how much you are taking, you have to judge at your level only. So you need to take the information, process the information according to what you have to give away, leave the information which is not required, suited to you, and adopt the one which you need it and which you can make use of it. There are umpteen number of making money. Making money is not at all a problem at all. But only problem is that some people have a keen interest to make money, some people do not have. As a part of that, this also you should know. People like me, I'm just happy with whatever I have. All people need not be like that, and there is nothing wrong in it. But even if you earn millions, billions, trillions, 1,000 millions make 1 billion, 1,000 billions make 1 trillion. When you convert into Indian rupees, 100 crores is 1 billion. You can check it out. 100 crores is a billion. 1 lakh crores is a trillion. There's a quadrillion. We don't go for it because we don't have world over. We don't have such money to count. Then what is theoretically knowing that? MBTQ, million, billion, trillion. Q, you leave it quadrillion, million, billion, trillion. When we say MBT, normally we express in dollar terms. And Indian rupees in India, we have just only lakhs and crores. Lakhs of crores, we say. We don't have money beyond that. Even if you convert into US dollars and put it in dollars and put it, Indian economy, $3 trillion approximately, in comparison to United States, which holds around 20 crores economy. And the world economy totally is around the order of about $60 trillion. These general information also, financial general information also you should know. You should know the geography and the history of the various countries and what raw material is available in that particular country, which you import, the cost of which will be less than locally buying this one. All these things, this knowledge you need to have, you need to be, in one sentence I say, you need to be a self-driven personality, SDP. Are you like that? Either your parents or your teachers cannot push you. They can push you to some extent. Beyond that, you need to have your own drivers to, to make your own, carve out your own progress or the path for your life ahead. As I said, 6 decades of life is ahead of you right from today. Or when I say 81, you subtract your current age from 81, whatever days you are left, that is due. The only, I was also asking you to know what is the difference you noticed after becoming a major. The major legal difference is that when you do any wrong thing by any chance, intentionally or unintentionally, PG or MCOM, after doing PG, if you have an academic bent of mind, it is better to pursue a PhD. There are 2 benefits. One, stopgap. You prepare for a job, a competitive examination. It takes a year or 2. Average, I am telling. Barring exceptions, those are genius or highly brilliant. In the process, by the time you get a secured good job, which you deserve, not what you call underpaid jobs in proportion your merit or talent. So you can acquire it, and you get these days, I think PhD scholars also get a decent stipend, which is just sufficient for their individual budget, which takes care of their food and shelter without depending upon their parents. And that is one thing. Those who are not having academic bent, it's not necessary for all people. No. What you can do is that if you have an idea, just a while back I was telling, if you have a good idea, you develop a good friend also. You may be having idea, but implementing ability you may lack it. So that is why SWOT, whatever areas you have deficiency, you find a partner, a friend, a trusted friend who is good at such deficiencies which you have. Both of you should not have the same strengths or the same deficiencies. One thing, you go to this T-Hub these days in IIIT Gachibowli, you are all from Hyderabad. You can put the idea to them, and also you can visit in Yusufpura. We have NIMSME, National Institute. It's an All India Institute for Micro, Small and Medium Enterprises, NIMSME. It's a national level institute, government different institute, headquarters in Hyderabad for entire India. Then state-wise, we have DI, Development Institute, MI, again MSME. MSME means Micro, Small and Medium Enterprises. It is at Balanagar Crossroads. There also you go. They conduct free 3 weeks, 4 weeks training programs. You need not go all the way. Thanks to technology, everything you can find online, and to the extent necessary only you need to make a physical visit. Otherwise, most 90% of the job is done online. But the classes are normally done on face-to-face in the physical this thing. Some of the courses these days they do on online also. Similarly, there is one organization like the BYST, Bharatiya Yuva Shakti Trust. They also mentor these startups and other things. And in certain autonomous colleges, particularly engineering colleges, there is a ED cell. ED cell means Entrepreneur Development Cell. Even if your college does not have a ED cell, you can visit. We have about 6-7 universities in Hyderabad city itself. You can go through the website of the particular universities and find out whatever the online programs of 1 week, 10 days they do for the budding entrepreneurs, you can take up that one. Those who have that acumen to do something on their own, start something on their own. Coming back to where I left, so you can be an employed person, you can be self-employed. Out of SHE, SE, I put together self-employed. And you can be after simple employment. In the beginning, you are the owner, you are the manager, you are the worker. For example, you run a tea shop or you run a sweet shop. You can take many number of contracts. Many hostels, hotels, they require vegetables in the morning. You can take that contract. Rate contract, we use the word. Means for about 6 months, the rate should be standard, their supply rate. Despite fluctuations in the market, you work it out, average it. You can do such things. For the person who is industrious, not industrialist. Industrious means hardworking person, there is no depth. Even if you do not do PhD or possess a PhD, you need to have a informal PhD within yourself. That I mean, hard work, H for hard work, D for discipline, P for practice. Practice, hard work, and discipline. If you continuously do it, sooner or later, you will be successful in your life. Once you are in the trajectory of success, you don't have to look back. The speed of the trajectory will be in such a way that you will be just pushed. I will tell you one thing in this context. Initial money only we have to make. What is the initial money differs from person to person. I take 1 lakh as an example. You make the first 1 lakh. Thereafter, 1 lakh earns money for itself. For itself means you are the master of it. It earns for its master. That is you. The persons who are not having that initial money, say few thousand, Narayan Murthy Infosys, you must be knowing if you are regularly going to the news or in social media, what is the amount with which he started Infosys along with his 3 other friends. It was only merely 10,000 either rupees or dollars, nothing. Both are a small amount only. Now, what is the size of the company you see? What was the Premji of Wipro? He was a very young boy of your age when his father died suddenly. And it was a traditional business, oil business or something, but he diversified. Diversification is another thing. When you set up your own enterprise, not to have the same product line, we say, you keep the different products so that if the one product is not doing well, the other product will do better. So in SHE, I tried to explain whether you want to be an employee, self-employed, employer. This is one thing. And then I also add to BIT, B-I-T, SHE and BIT, BIT. BIT, I stands for industrialist. When you grow as an employer and become much big, you turn to be an industrialist. You take the example of Ambani brothers. Both of them are siblings, own brothers. But you see the success graph of both the brothers between Anil and Ambani. In the society, if you observe, some children are famous because of their parents. In the reverse, some parents are famous because of their children. Father of an IAS officer, father of a minister, father of a governor, that way. In the reverse, son of so-and-so great personality. Deserving children are there, undeserving children are there. It is ultimately fate or whatever you say. Fate is secondary, but primarily whether your intention, your company is good or bad. Basically, when I was talking about the downtime and uptime, we need to maintain good company in life. Their SWOT should match with your SWOT, match in the sense that when two wheels are working together in a particular factory, you see the teeth of each of the wheel is so arranged that they are able to, move each other. In world, we run on a concept of mutualism, mutual benefit, mutual support. No single individual can do anything on his own. It is not possible without any additional or external help. So we all perform in only two ways, either individually or in teams. Team means wife and husband is a team. Family is a team. The organization you are working is a team. The institute you are studying, this college, Kasturba College, is a team. Government of India or any country is a team. There is no third format in which we work. Either we work individually or in teams. Teams are formal and informal. That could be the difference, not beyond that. And when you set up a business, this also comes, faculty, students will be knowing, there are various forms of establishing a, what you call the business entity. It could be a one-person company, as per the Companies Act 2013. A company can be established by a single person, which we say OPC, one-person company. Earlier, we have the SPC concept, sole proprietary concern we used to say. That is also there now. You can start a one-person company and call yourself the director of the company, the owner of the company. It gives you some self-confidence and self-boost to yourself. Even without anything, you can register it. We need to have certain, craze is a little negative word. It's not craze, but we need to be a little enthusiastic after doing new things. Take one sector elsewhere. And one more thing, you can do some seasonal business. Seasonal business. You can take on contract, mango gardens. Sitafal, it's a forest fruit. You know, sitafal. And it comes only a month or so during Diwali. You can just pluck, have some place to store it, and you have to just ripen it for a couple of days and sell it in the cities. You make a lot of money, sufficient enough for you for the entire year. Your living expenses are taken care of it. And whatever you do during the non-season, unseason, that is much more than this one. So never blame either the government or the society or the parents. If you are not successful in life, it is your fault. Your parents' responsibility ends once you have become a major. Why I'm telling this point again and again? Because legally you have to take care of yourself, number one. Number two, your mental maturity, physical maturity also comes to a peak point at that age. Still, parents will be always ready to guide you, to support you, to facilitate you, to mentor you, to coach you. All those things are there from the external form, but internally, you have to do everything what you can do to support yourself. There are several seasonal businesses. Kites. It's a 1 month during January. Anyway, I don't support kites because of the kites, many children die. Why? They run blindly without looking to the traffic. And the kites gets stuck on the electric pole. These people try to pluck it out. That's a different thing. But in anything, there is a risk in life. That's a risk management is a totally different thing. But seasonal foods, seasonal various other activities also there, which you can say winter clothing. Winter clothing, you can get it in bulk from Jalandhar, Punjab, where the woolen goods are manufactured, and you can sell it. You see so many people selling these winter clothing during the winter seasons. Similarly, umbrellas in rainy and summer seasons. So seasonal business has a very great advantage in the sense that it lasts only for a couple of months, but the turnover is much more because till next season, the people do not have it. So the turnover that is required for the entire year is done during those 2 to 3 months. You can have an eye on that also. So BIT I was talking, BIT is I for industrial. I said business, BT is business tycoon, TYCOON, means a very big business person. The business turnover of him may go into crores of rupees or few thousands of crores or lakh of crores. So sky is the limit. Qualification does not matter. Earning qualification, PG or graduation or PhD, we do for our own satisfaction. It has no link to earning, but common sense and common knowledge. When you approach common knowledge, that is general knowledge, with your abundant common sense, you can make abundant money. There is no iota of doubt in it. So this is another thing. When it comes to opportunities, spotting the opportunity, grabbing up the opportunity, I was telling him, many people made lakhs and crores of money, individuals also, by giving a coaching for MCOM, particularly for the mathematics PGC who are here. There is always a perennial demand for mathematics as a subject to be taught to various levels of students, and including those who are writing competitive examinations. A person who is very quick in mathematics, unfortunate that for simple additions also, people take help of calculators. 25 plus 26, they put in the calculator. They do not know it is 51. So NEP also kindly go through it. NEP 2020. Anyway, you are almost out of your academic distance, but still one need to know. Three parties should know about the NEP 2020. What is new in it, appreciation, or that's a different matter of it. But since it is going to be implemented, three parties should know about. One is the teaching community, the other is the parental communication, because their wards are studying, and the students themselves at a senior level. So these are the, we say, stakeholders, that what we use. So these the three groups being stakeholders, we should know about these things. And there came IIT coaching. Ramaya sir, now nanoengineer now, he is 90 plus. Immense service he has done to the Hyderabadis. Many people see the kind of satisfaction we get when we serve the society through whatever means we have. He was a retired principal of a residential junior colleges. I mean, the foremost residential colleges that time. And later, after retirement at the age of 58, also in state government, that is the age 55, 58, something like that. 55 was for some time when NTR was the chief minister, otherwise normally 58. So for the last more than 25 years, he has churned out many students. Those who are already a little brilliant, they make much more brilliant. And his institute, 50% of the students got IIT. I know about him much because my two students were, my two sons are his students, and the elder one is a passer from IIT Kharagpur, the second from NIT, now NIT that time, or EC Connecticut. Anyway, so the opportunities come in a different way. Now it is an online. So if you are a digital literacy, we require three types of literacy. So one is the alpha literacy, means ability to play with words. Play with words in the means the negotiating skills, the communication skills, the convincing skills, the influencing skills, the impressing skills, word power. You need to have a lot of vocabulary with you. Kindly check up how many words you know in English. Daily add 5 new words to your vocabulary. And then if you regularly read the newspapers, your common knowledge or the general knowledge will go up like anything. Daily, 1 hour, you practice of developing certain thoughts in your minds. It is said that ordinarily, each of the human beings will generate around 50,000 thoughts a day. All thoughts are not ideas, but few of the thoughts are definitely ideas. So whatever thought you feel that it is a escalation power to become an idea, kindly make a note of it. So even while you are sleeping, you should keep a notebook and pen with you by your bedside. Keeping a mobile by your bedside is a radioactivity wise, it is not good for health. but pen and notebook you can keep. And whenever a new idea, thought occurs, you first list the thoughts, and out of the list thoughts, you can filter and make some ideas. The idea may not be implementable at this point of time. Maybe after 2 years, 3 years, it may be implementable. And you have a partner. Just like that, we have a life partner in the form of a spouse in our life, that is our family. We need to have a business partners also to flourish financially in life. And the life partner could also be a business partner in certain given circumstances, but that may not be possible to all people. So, and you can be a master of your work even without a good business partner. You can do certain things which you. I only say in the last that nothing is impossible. One thing you should have that resolution and the determination to do whatever you wish to do. So with this, I stop at this point. And now I am open to take your questions, whatever, what another happening. During the process of answering your queries, maybe I may slightly elaborate the connected points that strike to me, which may be of some interest to you. Okay. Geeta madam, are you there?
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
I now request.
Now I request.
Now I am open to questions. Any question, anybody, they can either unmute themselves and speak, or they can put in the chat box, whatever way they feel. Yes, ma'am.
Doubts or questions you can ask, sir. Now I request Ms. Prasanna to give vote of thanks.
Questions? No questions?
Sir, I had a question.
Yeah, please. Most welcome.
Actually, it's a dilemma for me. I want to make sure. So as of now, I'm preparing for UPSC for the next attempt.
Okay.
So what are the things which we need to maintain for the consistency during the preparation process? Because as we study, this is the very lengthy subjects and core concepts. So what I need to do for maintaining the consistency? And one more question for you. And sometimes when I'm preparing, I'll raise a question that both UPSC and politics are both the basic, like to provide. Hello, am I audible, sir?
Yeah.
So to serve the nation, politics and UPSC are both the major crucial role. So what would be the better thing, whether to go into the politics or for preparing UPSC?
First of all, there is something like KYC, you know?
Sir, I didn't get you, sir.
KYC, do you know, Pooja? Is it Pooja talking?
No.
Yes, sir. Known your customer.
No. You are asking the question, no, about the civil services and the politician entry into politics.
Sir. Yes,
your
sir.
good name?
Pranati, sir.
Pranati, did you make your SWOT analysis? When did you last make it?
Sir, I didn't get you. Analysis.
SWOT, SWOT analysis, are you aware or not?
SWOT analysis? No, sir.
SWOT, strength, weakness, opportunity, threat. Are you aware of it or not?
No, sir.
You know KYC?
Know your customer.
Very good. Now I say KYS. What is KYS?
Don't know, sir.
Hmm?
Don't know, sir. I don't know. KYS.
KY is same thing. No, you are. Yes means self.
Oh,
Do you know about yourself? That is the question.
yes, sir. Obviously, I know.
You know. How much you know in terms of percentage? 60%, 50%, 80%. How much percentage of yourself you know? This is a question for all other people only, not only for Pranati. This I
More
share this.
than 70%, sir. More than 70%.
Are you sure of it?
Yeah, sir. Yes, I'm sure.
Do you feedback? Do you take external feedback about you from your critics rather than friends? Friends also you can take friends. Do you take feedback?
No, sir. Till now, not.
Why?
I did not get that opportunity to talk with the critics, sir, as they always.
The critics you leave it. Your friends or your parents also, your family members. Did you take a feedback that how much you are good and at what things you are good and what things you are not so good? Which areas you have to develop? Did you take any feedback on this?
Yes, sir. I took the feedback from my family members regarding the hardworking, sir. Because when I start anything, I don't take a break until the completion of that particular concern thing. And the negative is that, and I have a starting problem that if I'll postpone things like this, we'll do it tomorrow, we'll do it later. So when I have started this, then I don't take a break, sir.
Okay, you have what we say is we say starting trouble.
Yeah, yes, sir. Exactly.
Or we say IR, initial reluctance.
Okay.
Starting trouble or initial reluctance. Now, you should know for yourself that are you a politician stuff? Are you a bureaucracy stuff?
Sir, that's what I need to take analysis because both are interested to me and there are two platforms where I can serve and I don't know much about the politics, but seeing the present scenarios and all in the society, the interest was turning towards the politics, sir.
It is not that easy. If you want, you should daily read the newspaper. Do you know? Do you do that?
Yes, sir. I have a habit. Just now started reading the newspapers.
Only if you read for 5 years, you get some base of it.
For how many days?
You need to be associated with a politician if you are in your friends or your friend's father is a politician or your relative is a politician, chota mota, right from sarpanch to anything minister. If you have to observe, get a feel for them, how much easy and how much difficult it is. There are very few fair politicians and most of the politicians are, the name suggests is a politicians, say that they see that they ensure that they are in remain in power, change the parties, all those things. That is why I was asking you to write 5 values what you have in your life. When you are participating, listening to your session offline or online, you should be what you call with all devotion and dedication. And except you, nobody is raising any question also. Then what is the purpose of listening for the last 1.5 years, 1.5 hours now here? And I had given you 8 questions for you to reply. To reply in the sense based on the requirement to reply. How maintaining a daily beneficial to us. Diary, if you write daily, you should how beneficial if you come to know it only when you write it. Get my point? What is diary writing? Right from morning to evening, you are coming to the college as of now, going back, spending time with your friends, or some interaction in the transport in the bus, somebody gives you a seat or do not give you a seat. So all these things, world experience, WG in short, world experiences on a daily basis, if you write, on a Sunday, you can just go back, that will add to your experience. By age, you get some experience from time to time. But not only merely by age. the kind of exposure you have to the society, based on that, you get your experience. That is your stock of experience at any point of time. So diary writing, irrespective of age, is a must for everybody. And up to the age of 12, 13 years, the parent should write the diary for the child. From the age of 13, approximately, when the child is capable to write a diary on his own, he or she should write the diary. And if you preserve the diaries for 20, 30 years like that, towards the end of your life, you can write your own autobiography for the benefit of your next generation people in your own family. So you can never underestimate the utility of daily reading newspapers, accumulating general knowledge, writing a diary. When you become old like me, I am not old at heart, though my age is 70 years. I am running 70 now. Most of the time I introduce myself as Rammohan Namile, 17 not out. All of you, I wish you 81 years of healthy life, both at physical and mental level. All successful people, they write diary. They read newspapers daily. If they are very, very busy, if they have a PA, those who are what you call in good business and good having a financial this one, the PA will write a short note and present it to him, the important things, or he will explain him in short bullet points. So diary writing is a must for anyone, you, me, and everyone. Right. Coming back to Pranati.
Yes, sir. Yes,
you know your stuff. KYS. Know yourself, know your stuff. You should decide for yourself whether you are a bureaucracy stuff, what stuff you are. It's a part of what you are. Know yourself. How do you know yourself? One, you yourself know something. And by taking a frequent feedback in the form of your questionnaire also, you can make a small one-page questionnaire and distribute to your friends and get the feedback. And you should tally. You need not 100% what you call it, depend on it. If you are your good friends, they may say good of you, and if you don't like you, they may say bad of you. Not that type of feedback. And you should never ask their name also in the feedback.
Okay, sir.
We should never know who has written. That's not important to you also.
Yes,
What
sir.
is important to you, that what are the
Getting the
shortcomings in
feedback.
you? You should know your shortcomings and you overcome the shortcomings. That keeps you growing from time to time.
Okay, sir.
Okay,
And,
Pranati?
and
Yeah.
one more question, sir. How to maintain the consistency during the preparation, sir?
Consistency means with respect to study hours, you mean?
Yes, sir. During the UPSC preparation, sometimes from morning to evening, we continuously read. So how to maintain that consistency during the whole preparation?
No. I got your point. The point is that you should be uni-focused. This what you can note it down. Undivided attention. If you are reading a book, you should get yourself locked in a room, bolted from inside. Simply read for an hour. If you feel like taking a break, you can take a 5 minutes tea break or something like that. Again, go back. Don't keep reading while talking to other people.
Okay,
And
sir.
never waste time in talking to others unless you have a specific work or a schedule or an agenda with the other person. That to meaningful, purposeful, and useful, not simply for chit-chatting. Many people unknowingly waste their time throughout their life. Many people.
Yes, sir.
That way you can daily meditate for 5 minutes in the morning.
I have
To
started.
attend this.
I
Already
have
started.
started, sir. Yeah, already started.
Very good. And you avoid all unwanted people.
Yes, sir. That need to be done.
Right from far only say the hi, and you should cross over. You should move away from them.
Oh, yes, sir.
And
Yes.
if guests come to your house, you should see in the hall, you should say yes for 2 minutes and then get into your room and read.
Yes, sir.
And you should go to library, nearest library frequently. There is no disturbance. Library, reading room. Two different things. But in some places, there are only reading rooms. In some places, in any library, there's a reading room.
Okay.
So you take your own book there and you can read there. Pin drop silence in a reading room attached to a library. If you have a disturbance at home, some people may have maybe small flats, small house, more family members. Sometimes the family members themselves are a disturbance for us.
Yes, sir.
It's not that they don't like us. They love us, they like us, but it so happens. So what you should do? You have to go to the nearest library and spend time with there.
Okay.
And you should be very careful with the what I say, new people whom you do not know.
Okay, sir.
You don't be too friendly with the what is the word? It is I just missed the word. Strangers.
Okay, sir.
Distractions you should avoid. Whatever distraction that you should avoid. You should be on track. It means.
Yes, sir.
Right, Amma?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Can you suggest any of the book to read, sir?
That you can get. Now the point is that information reliance. There was a old saying about 10-15 years back itself. Karlev dunya aapki muthi mein. When you have a smartphone with you, when you have a Google, you put a question. For
because
which
we
subject?
have too many options in the Google, sir. Too many options. We can't.
I'll tell you. You put the question. Top 5 books.
Okay, sir.
Top 10 books. Top 3 books.
Yes,
Topmost
sir,
book. It depends how you frame the question to the Google.
Yeah. Yes. Exactly, sir.
Okay.
Okay, sir. Okay. Thank
And
you. Sir.
daily newspaper reading, nothing beyond that. Textbooks, other things, okay, you can read those things, but every day you should keep your notebook with you. And from the one thing is, I told you the union budget document every year. This February 1st, Nirmala Sitaraman present the union budget.
Budget.
That copy are you having?
No, sir, not yet. Because for the next year, I am planning to give an attempt. So for the next year, we need to.
No. This year document also, financial budget document also will help you for your next year writing the exam.
Yes, sir. Comparison.
Don't go for the shortcuts.
Okay, sir.
No fast food method of this one. You have better to go to the job or start the business. Yeah, it depends upon your know yourself, your SWOT. If you are having confidence, you start with a small business based on your family condition. The other question I'm answering, you be there, Pranati. I will just answer that chat and come back to you.
Okay.
With 10,000 also you can start a business. With 5,000 rupees also you can start a business. Many people, the day starts at 4 a.m. in the morning. They get to the wholesale flower market, wholesale fruit market, wholesale vegetable markets. Get this vegetable based on the family background, socio-economic background, we say. Based on that, you can start your business from few thousands to few lakhs to few crores. Based on the ability, the money you have. Then, even if you do not have the money required for your business, even if you have some 20% of it, 80% you can borrow from a bank. SMSA was telling, retail loans for retail trade. There's a concept like priority sector advances in the banking system. 40% of the loans that the bank gives should go to priority sector. Priority sector is the sector which contributes to the generation of the employment, contribution to the economy in a small way. So there is no depth. Small business, you can do it. From that, you gain experience, build experience, then you can expand. During the school opening days, college opening days, there is a huge demand for uniforms. If anybody else from the tailoring background, even if you are not there, you have a tailor friend with you. You have friends. How to live after 70 years, I will tell you. I am right now 70 years. I'll come to that. What I was telling, any business you can do it. Absolutely no problem. Uniforms, books, stationery. That will only last for the 1 or 2 months of the school opening. During that time, the turnaround will be more, the profit will be more. And every season you do that particular business. Once you do your business, you know the in and out of it. What are the difficulties in it? What are the permissions and licenses we need to take for it? How the government officials sometimes harass. Don't keep here, don't keep there. You have to have a contact with the school authorities. They will allow you to put a stall, provided you pay them something as a donation or whatever is the formal, informal, this thing is there. But the point is that you should have a drive from within you. Drive from within you. Oh, this point you get. Right, sir. That is done. Pranati, anything more?
No, sir. No, sir. Thank you for your information, sir. It means
Right.
a lot.
Some
Thank you.
gentleman was asking Tirumala Garamkuta life after 70 years. Life of 70 years. I am right now in 70. And according to my own definition, I expect to be there on this earth for another 11 years. God forbid. But anyway, we should always be positive, hopeful, and other things. Be on your own. And even for the younger children here also, making much time is ahead of you. Some faculty are also there of different ages here. As the age passes, once you retire, post-retirement life, on that also sometimes I keep talking. We should distance ourselves even from our own family members. Distance in the sense that not with a negative or any difference, positive only. They are busy. Given their age, they are busy in their way. You don't have to intrude into their activities. You pick up a activity for you, be busy with it. Keep reading books. That takes your life. One life is not sufficient in matter of fact. The kind of treasure of knowledge written in the books that we have. So I don't agree with the point that, but you should have a taste. Every person should develop some good and positive taste. Pick up some 2-3 things, either reading or speaking or conversing. Speaking means not overwhelming. इसको पकड़ लेना, मैं सुनाता हूँ, आप सुनो. No. There should be a demand for you. You should be asked to talk on something, you talk. Our better thing is keep reading. Umpteen number of books are there. Whatever subjects of your interest. Maybe 4 or 5, any person is interested in 4 to 5 types of literature. You can read it. You can listen to good music. If you are having some good voice, you can practice singing yourself. Even at the age of 70, you can pick up a subject, you can learn it. Maybe painting, maybe drawing, maybe music, maybe vocal, maybe instrumental, maybe writing a book. So I don't agree with any person who is about more than 60, 65, 70 saying that I am getting bored. I am not able to utilize my time. I don't agree at all. You can come on my personal number to speak much on this. I also share my number here.
Thank you, girls.
Yeah.
Good afternoon to our distinguished speaker for today, Mr. N. Ramohan sir, respected Principal Dr. P. Sunita ma'am, Vice Principal Dr. Rajshri ma'am, my colleagues, and all the students present here. It's a great honor for me to propose vote of thanks to all who have helped us in making this webinar such a resounding success. First of all, I would like to express my sincere gratitude to our principal, vice principal, and management for their continuous support and encouragement. I also would like to thank our distinguished speaker and Ramohan Garu for taking out precious time from his busy schedule and making an excellent presentation and giving an insight into how one can be financially disciplined and independent, and letting us know the value of money in our lives. Thank you so much, sir. And I'm happy to express my vote of thanks to our staff members and organizers. I also would like to thank technical team for rendering their support in spite of being busy with many other works in the college. Finally, the wonderful students who have turned up in such great numbers, not only from our department, but also from other departments of the college. Thank you so much for your cooperation. I really thank you all for your cordial cooperation. Thank you.
Thank you, madam. I can take leave now.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you so much, sir, once again.
Bye, bye, everybody.